All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Quiptic crossword, set this week by Chandler. Let's see what Chandler has for us. Portion of money from large farm in borders of Tennessee. Well, borders of Tennessee are the T and the E, the outer letters. And we're going to put a large farm inside. I'm thinking of a ranch, which would give us a tranche. Yeah, I think I've heard it as being a portion of an investment, but I think it can also be a portion of land if a large land area is divided up. Anyway, let's try. Furry creature hurried around cricket club and pool essentially. Um, well, I think a furry creature might be the definition. Yes, and if you hurried, you ran, and that goes around a cricket club, can be CC, and the inner or essential letters of pool are the double O. All right, impractical, time in middle of day. All right, if something is impractical or not going to happen, you would say it's not on, which is T for time in the middle of noon. All right. Trendy sort in joint getting sun on terrace. Ooh, is it going to be a terrace or trendy? Yeah, I'm thinking it's more likely to be terrace and a trendy sort. Yeah, it's probably going to be some short word, slang word, maybe. In joint. Could that be ham? Or the other kind of joint? Yeah, I don't see it. All right. Diver at sea. Well, at sea is often used to indicate an anagram. Going around lake, which can be L, with Yankee, which is the letter Y in the phonetic alphabet, showing mischief. Well, I can see we have the components of devilry, which might be mischief. Rabbit's tail is cutesy, not entirely. Yeah, I think there is the word Scot, which means a rabbit's tail. It's also a term of abuse in Ireland. Go on out of there, you Scot. Anyway, efficient person, that's pay. Oh, and I forgot to say it is hidden within is cutesy. There we go. So not entirely is indicating a hidden clue. Efficient person, that's paid by channel. I have contracted. Well, I have contracted sounds like a way to clue IVE, which makes a great ending to a word, especially for an efficient person. Not executive, but something. And so it's going to be that's paid by channel. That's paid could be a debt or a bill. And then what's a channel going to be? Like a television channel or a channel of water? Efficient person. No, I'm not saying it. Younger relative, recalled figure in short poem. Well, a sonnet comes to mind. So your younger relative could be a son, and the figure is 10, which is reversed. Well, let's do another few crosses. Counterpart, in awful need, getting in a tangle. So I'm wondering if awful need means we anagram need, and it's going to mean getting in a tangle, and we're going to put a word for counterpart. So I'm thinking your counterpart might be your twin, and then we have ENED around that, entwined. All right. Egg on. I'm immediately thinking encourage. A new firm in multinational group with fancy gear. So let me put in encourage and then see. I can see I have some of the components. Fancy gear, for example, I think is RAGE, and new company is N for new and CO for company. And that goes, oh, the multinational group is the European Union, EU. That's a nice way to clue EU. I think multinational group, you immediately think of a multinational company. All right, now our trendy sort. Oh, a hipster, of course. The joint is a hip. I think then that's S for sun. And I presume if you're addressing a letter to somebody who lived on something terrace, you might just write TER. Is that right? I think it might be. I'll leave it for now. Lichen, opening of inquiry with question at issue lately. I'm thinking to liken might be to equate. So we do have the opening of inquiry is the E. Question can be abbreviated to Q. At issue lately. That part I'm not seeing. Issue can be your child. Yeah. Oh, I think question can also be QU. I've seen that in the crossword too. So maybe it's just 8. Oh, yeah, I think it's at is literally at. And issue lately is saying the last letter of issue, that final E. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's right. Complicated, act in right when reviewed. Could be an anagram of act in right. We do have 2 I's. When reviewed. Or maybe it means complicated. And reviewed might be telling us to anagram. Let's use the anagram helper so you can play along at home. Act in right. Oh, intricate, of course. So it is complicated is the definition. Not what I was expecting. Intricate. There we go. All right. 4 on island in unusually rare coastal region. All right. Well, 4, since we have the V, is probably the Roman numerals, IV. On an island is usually I. In unusually rare is an anagram of rare, and that, gives us the Riviera. Ooh, now our efficient person, that's paid by channel. So the U something T must be part of the channel. It's not UTV. What's efficient person? Oh, I'm not seeing that word at all. No, what's wrong with me that I don't see that? All right, well, let's look at 9 down. Ongoing relief devised for Corps recruiting volunteers. Let's see, 13 letters. Could it be an anagram of ongoing relief? But then it would be a Corps recruiting volunteers. Seems quite a detailed definition. Oh, the Foreign Legion, I think, could be the Corps. Ah, yeah, that's a great anagram, ongoing relief. I like it. All right, surely I can get this. I'm going to pause and sip my coffee before it gets cold. And oh, productive would be efficient, I think. Yes. So I will pause and have my coffee first. Yes, a person that's paid is a pro, and a channel is a duct. I suppose, like your tear duct is a channel. All right. People hail this US gangster in intriguing faction. Oh, so I like these ones where you have to break the sentence in an unusual place. People hail this. Well, they hail a cab. US gangster is very often Al Capone. And an intriguing faction, I think that means a faction that engages in intrigue, is a cabal. All right, actually, let's try 15 down. Article, probing, performing, chaps, given day in recovery. Oh, I'm thinking might be in recovery, and I'm thinking it's on the mend, but other than chaps being men, oh, the article, of course, is the, and that probes. Oh, if something is performing, I think it's on, and then given a final D for day. There we go. A standard note found in a large thing supplying shade. Ooh. I want it to be umbrella, but that's 8 letters. While I was sipping my coffee there, I thought parasol because par is standard. Oh, and sol is a note found in A, or actually so I think is also found in A plus L for large thing. There we go. All right, ill feeling produced by dirty venue in the Kent area. Ah, I'm wondering about spite as an ill feeling, but how is that dirty venue in the Kent area? No, I don't see that. And we're not going to get any more letters, unfortunately. Having a complaint, a guy is uncomfortable. Oh, I think uncomfortable could be ill at ease. How does the wordplay work? Oh, if you have a complaint, you're ill. A guy is having a complaint. Oh, I think A might simply then be A. And if you guy somebody in English vernacular, I think you're teasing them. Not a word I use, but I think I have read it probably in my Enid Blyton books when I was a kid. All right, let's look at the downs again. A loser sadly pocketing nothing for spray can. Well, Surely this is going to be aerosol. Oh, that's funny, we have two sols there. So it's an anagram of a loser, but it so sadly is telling us to anagram, and that pockets an extra O for nothing and gives us the aerosol. Safekeeping, adopted by artist or agent. Well, artist is usually RA, but here adopted by makes me think it's wordplay where the RA is going to go inside a word for safekeeping, and it's going to mean an agent, which could be a chemical agent, not necessarily a 10% agent. Oh, it could be a spy as well, of course. No, I don't see it. Link, including instruction to reader to walk quietly. I think walk quietly is going to be the definition. Instruction to reader, oh, it could be PTO, please turn over, or PS, or it could be NB, nota bene, to walk quietly. Oh. Tiptoe. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't see a link in tiptoe, although it would give an ing ending for this. Let's see. Salutation. Oh, I'm thinking greeting. Greek. Yes, Greek is GR. Assembly is meeting, but after missing its start is just eating. All right. So maybe it is tiptoe. There is PTO, which is in tie, which is a link. Okay, good to see that. Motive, concerning a disciple. I think concerning is going to be and then we put probably a disciple's name, and it's going to mean a motive. Well, I'm thinking reason. So A is A, and disciple is son. Not sure about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not reason. Senator is upset, facing first of such claims. Okay, I think we're going to anagram senator is, which has two S's, and then that's going to be followed by the first of such, which is another S. I just recorded yesterday a video with Thomas Adam, who has his own YouTube channel, and we solved the Guardian prize crossword together. And I don't want to have any spoilers for this week's prize, but when you watch that video, which will go out next weekend, you'll understand why I'm mentioning it. Anyway, assertions, I think, is the claims. Miserable, bishop going off to make unauthorized disclosure. Oh, I think it's going to be a word for miserable with 5 letters, including a B. We're going to remove the B for bishop, and it's going to be make unauthorized disclosure. Oh, bleak, of course, and you remove the B and you get leak. One working slowly in place of more peculiar character. Maybe it's one working slowly in place. In place of is making me think we're going to replace one letter with another and change one meaning to another meaning, but I'm not seeing it. All right, bunch caught by unexpected result. I'm thinking it might mean bunch, and maybe caught is C from cricket. And then is there a 6-letter unexpected result? An upset, of course. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. All right, how about book of maps finally reduced? Oh, well, a book of maps would be an atlas, of course. Finally is at last, but that is reduced. There we go. A bunch could be a cluster. But unexpected result is an anagram of result. Oh, I think using unexpected to indicate the anagram, that's a little sneaky, I think. All right. Well, safekeeping could be storage. Can I make this work? We do have our RA for an artist, but then we have STOGE. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Oh, it's a hidden clue. So adopted by, hidden within, artist, our agent. There we have the storage, of course. All right, just these two that are tricky because we don't have any more letters. I don't like having to use wordplays.com for the Quiptic, but I think I may have to, just to see what other words apart from spite might fit in there. And I don't know if I need to have knowledge of Kent, or is that some Cockney rhyming slang? I'm afraid to look it up. Anyway, let me pause and see what else might fit. No, I'm not seeing any other good words, spits and spats, but I like spite as ill feeling. Dirty venue in the Kent area. No, I don't see that at all, but we do have the check this button for the Quiptic, so it is correct. If you can explain that, please let me know. All right, just one left. One working slowly in place of more peculiar. Oh, well, I'm wondering if more peculiar could be odder, and we put something. Oh, one working slowly would be a plodder, of course. I think just like terrace was abbreviated earlier, I think a place in an address could be PL. In place of, maybe there's some other explanation of PL for in place of, but then more peculiar character. The character is, I think, really just there for the surface. Otherwise, I think it's extraneous. Anyway, I think that's everything filled in. Let's do the check all. Everything still seems to be there. All right, well, that wasn't too difficult this week. Just really the spite is the only one I can't understand. If you understand it, please let me know. Anyway, thank you as always for watching, and have a great day and a great week ahead.